YouTube channel. It is Diana Marchand. So you can follow me there live also. You can follow me there too. I post the videos, but I mean, most people who are on Facebook also just follow me. The videos are usually better done on Facebook anyways. I upload them to YouTube later, but I've just learned how to do YouTube live. So welcome to those on YouTube. Hello, which is my computer over here, and my Facebook is over here. So I'll be looking back and forth. All right. So I'm just going to see if anybody else pops on, but this is such an important topic, and oh my God, right? I mean, I have dealt with this. First time I ever experienced anxiety was when I was in perimenopause in midlife. I'd not experienced it before, so I didn't really know what it was about. I heard people talk about it, but I'm like, what are you talking about? How bad can it be? Yeah, it really changed things. I'm just going to see the camera there, so I can kind of look at both of you guys at the same time. Better, right? YouTube and Facebook. Now, if you have any questions, please post them below. Or if you have any comments, if you have any like stories to tell, anything so you can relate to, let me know below, okay? Are you somebody, and I want those who are watching replay too, do you experience stress and anxiety more now, life phase, than you did before? Or are you somebody maybe who's always dealt with them? When my daughter was alive, she dealt with anxiety since the age of 9, right? I couldn't really understand it until I started dealing with it, but she was 9 years old when she did, and it was brutal. So it has a lot to do with the changes in hormones, because we know that the hormones affect our moods, right? They affect our moods, our emotions, our feelings, and so many chemical processes within our body. But the thing that, can be one of the hardest things. And so often in midlife, people talk about the physical symptoms, but they don't talk enough about the emotional symptoms, right? And that's and what happens is when women go to their doctors and they explain what they may be feeling. So maybe not necessarily focusing on the physical issues, but focusing on, my God, I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling anxious more than normal. I'm feeling completely overwhelmed. I can't handle things like I used to. All of these things, because they don't understand why now they're experiencing it. What the doctor does, and what the doctor only knows to do, is put them on antidepressants or anxiety medication. Because to a doctor, you tell them your symptoms, he or she, of course, prescribes something to take away or band-aid your symptoms. Not a good thing, but that's really the way the medical system works now. And so unfortunately, many women in midlife end up on antidepressants and anxiety medication because they don't know how to handle it, right? So not knowing how to handle it, but I didn't either. And the thing about this midlife change, guys, is when I start talking, sometimes I get really dry throat, is that it is a time in our life when, yes, we're dealing with a lot of changes, but it is a time in our life that we're also supposed to be working on us and the inner us, right? So the inner you as a person, giving yourself finally time to work on you, to have some self-care and some self-love, and kind of like reflect on who you desire to be now and who you desire to be in the future. So 50, 100 years ago, women did not really work full time. Their kids were older by this age, and usually menopause did not start until later, 50 or over. I was 43 when I started, so things have changed, and a lot of changes have been because of the hormones in the food and all the junk food, right? And the more stress. And so women were at a time in their life when they could go in, they could slow down. It was now time for them to take care of themselves. Well, nowadays that does not exist and that does not happen. Women are usually working full time, taking care of older children who are still at home, or maybe a bit younger, who are still at home because they don't move out of house very early anymore. And then you're also dealing with aging parents, which is a really tough thing. So this is the time in your life when you have a lot of things going on outside your physical body and inside your physical body. Do affect you? Not being able to sleep. Hopefully Facebook holds on to this. I'm on live on my YouTube channel also, Diana Marchand. You can just go to YouTube, search for Diana Marchand, subscribe to my channel, and you can see my live video there if anything happens to Facebook, okay? But I really want you guys to understand that this is a change and a phase of our life. We are not meant to be or live, and I'm very passionate about this, the same way we did in our 20s, 30s, and early 40s. If we were, our bodies would not have this change. It is a new phase of our life. We are meant to do things differently, you guys. We are meant to take them to discover, who am I? Who do I want to be? How do I want to be now as I'm going through life? Because this is a new phase. Just like a toddler becomes a child becomes a preteen becomes a teenager, and then a teenager becomes an adult. Why do we think that all of a sudden, once we become an adult, there's no more changes in our life? That's just crazy to think that way. You guys can comment, anybody on YouTube or anybody on Facebook, make sure to comment. Like, let me know, do you understand what I'm talking about? Like, how do you feel? What have you been going through? What are some of the things that have been bothering you? And a lot of people have said stress, anxiety, overwhelm, worry, fear, whatever. Now, yes, we are in a crazy time right now in this world, right? It's crazy. It's causing us to experience more stress because of the collective energy that's out there. So the energy in the universe right now, in our world, in our atmosphere, in our life, every day we're bombarded with a lot of crazy energy right now. So we are energetic beings. We are affected by energy, by other people's energy. Oh my God, Facebook. Other people's energy. And sorry, I'm just looking at the Facebook page to see how it's going because it doesn't seem to be working too well. I'm just going to refresh. Let me know if you can still see me on Facebook. It's going crazy. So know that this can happen to you. Now, what can you do, right? Like a lot of people are like, well, what do I do about this? I'm just going to, sorry, I have to get here to scroll my Facebook so I can see my video. There it is. And again, we are not helpless. We are not hopeless. If you are experiencing something, it is a call to you to figure out what is best for you, what you get to do, right? Like, it does feel helpless. We do feel hopeless. We do get caught up in like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Don't just sit on your couch and freak out and not know what to do and feel like crap and not take any action and tell yourself stories that there's nothing you can do, that you're just too tired, that you're just too exhausted, that life sucks, right? That is not the way to be. It is, we can get caught in victim mode. I have myself. We can get caught up in feeling hopeless, feeling helpless, feeling frustrated with the world, ourselves, our family, our spouses, whoever, and feeling like I can't do this anymore. Everybody expects too much of me, right? Now, the thing is that all it means is you haven't set up powerful boundaries yet. It is time for you to set up some boundaries, right? To know that during this phase of your life, during any phase of your life, you get to take better control of yourself, right? And your body. And that it is truly time to focus on, I'm trying to see if there's any chat. Anybody on YouTube chatting? No. It is truly time for you to focus on yourself. And the excuses of I don't have time, there's just no way, there's all on and on and on, right? Are stories and habits and patterns and all of these things that we've just been using over and over again, believing that change will be hard. I don't want to go through it. I'm not ready to do it. My family's not going to like it. So-and-so is not going to like it, right? But the thing is, change is required, not only in what you're eating during this phase of life, but in how you're living your life. Now, we may say, I don't want to change. That sucks. Well, then obviously you can stay stuck where you are. You can stay feeling miserable. You can stay feeling depressed, feeling anxious. But if you don't do something to change it, nothing's going to change, right? And this is the main thing. Nothing is going to change if you're not willing to change things. So I just made notes, so I'm opening up this. That also why I think a lot of women end up snacking at night. eating those foods. So a lot of people also said what they deal with is eating at night, snacking at night. They can tend to do well during the day, but I'm asking also, how well do you do during the day? Are you just someone, you mean you don't really eat during the day? And so then when you come home at night, you end up snacking, because not eating during the day is not doing well, right? And feeling that there's no motivation or no inspiration. Now, what that comes from also is the feeling of hopelessness or helplessness, like nothing's going to make a difference. Nothing's going to work. I've tried everything. Nothing's going to work. Then you feel helpless and hopeless, and then you believe nothing's going to work. So then why even bother? So is that happening to you, right? Are you kind of believing, thinking, oh my God, like I've tried so many things, nothing's going to work. And then you lose inspiration, you lose motivation because you're staying stuck. So the choice to stay stuck is a choice. You're staying stuck. All I would suggest to do is take one little movement, like listen to Abraham Hicks, hire a coach, look on YouTube for something that you're struggling with, begin your own research, begin your own journey, and understand it does not change overnight. You don't have to start by doing a whole bunch of things you don't want to do. You don't have to start something you hate and you're going to resist, because that's not going to help anyways, right? So with this weight gain or anxiety, if you're not somebody who loves to exercise or go to the gym, then don't force yourself to do it. You are in charge. You get to design something that's going to work for you. And I really want to get that to you too, is what can work for you? What would you do? What are you willing to do? How committed to yourself are, right? So how do you want to feel? How do you want to be? And stop focusing on where you are, because where you put your focus just expands and grows. What you affirm, you just confirm. What you confirm and affirm is just going to be that way. It's like someone who's saying, I don't like my belly. I have such a fat belly. Why do I have a fat belly? I got to lose this weight. I don't like this weight. Your focus is on the weight. The weight is going to stay and expand, because what you focus on expands. That is the law, right? That's the law of the universe. What you focus on expands. And so it's kind of going, okay, what do I desire? And moving it towards that. What do I want to feel like? How do I want to be? How can I start creating that in my life? What can I do? And don't start with things you don't like to do. Start with something you are willing to do. Okay, I can see that I am willing to start by having one smoothie a day. I can do that. Or I can start by taking 10 deep breaths to calm my anxiety, right? Like the anxiety and the stress comes from worrying about something in the future, or repeating and replaying in your mind something from the past, right? This wasn't good. I regret this. I wish things would change. I'm wanting things to be different than they are now. Okay. Anxiety and stress come from not being fully in the moment and not being grounded in your body. So when you begin to feel this anxiety and stress, it's more about like coming and taking a deep breath in and then exhale. You can forcefully exhale to get that energy out and moving in your body. You can shake your body. You can move your arms, inhaling up, exhaling forcefully out through your nose, inhaling out through your mouth, inhaling through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth. Moving your body, moving your energy, getting out in nature, right? You are allowing yourself to sit in it and replay it and just let it circle and go over and over and in your mind when you just sit and focus on that. Another thing is, oh my God, Facebook, holy cow, is to sit and feel the emotion that's coming up without judging it and without wanting to change it and without analyzing it, right? So you feel, I feel fear come up. I feel sadness come up. You don't need to understand it, analyze it, or push it down or push it away, because that is resistance. And when you add resistance to something, it often expands. It often expands because there becomes now the fight. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And then again, the focus is so much on it that it continually grows and expands. So when you're experiencing this stress and anxiety, it is like sitting in it and feeling the emotions and releasing them by tears or words, whatever. screaming, letting it out, going for a run, moving your body, shaking your body, talking to yourself, journaling exactly what thoughts you want to come out. This is bullshit. I hate this. I don't want to deal with this, all of this stuff. Releasing that emotion that's within you. That is so important. That is so important. And then another thing you can do once you release a bit is ground. You want to feel your body, feel yourself in your body. That's my dog. Every time I get on this video, he shakes. Center yourself as you inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and feel the energy come through your body and go right down and ground you into the center of the earth like you're growing roots. And what you want to focus on is counting your breath, being in your body, feeling your breath, feeling your chest, feeling your stomach as you inhale and exhale. Okay, really focusing on those things, on your body. In the moment, everything is safe in the moment. I am safe in this moment. I am okay in this moment. That's what you want to focus on. You don't have to think about anything outside that moment, okay? That is how to really release the anxiety and stress. So if you're feeling worry, fear, you're worried about something, you're focused on something, you're up here in your head, you're not grounded. So by grounding, imagine beautiful energy coming through your body, going down through your feet, down into the center of the earth, feeling your body get heavy, grounding, growing roots, grounding you to the center of the earth. And continue with your breath. Inhale for 4 through your nose. Exhale for 6 through your mouth. And just continue to imagine yourself growing deeper and deeper roots. I am safe. Everything is always working out for me. I am guided. You can ask for support from source, God, source, energy, yourself, your inner being, your guide, whoever, right? They are always with you. There's always support. There's always spiritual support. It is only us that keeps us in the anxious, stressed out state. So it's us, you, who gets to change that. No one else can. Just like being motivated or inspired. You could be inspired by someone else, but you are the only one who can motivate yourself, right? So are you going to choose to stay in a habit, in a behavior, in a pattern, in an emotion, in a feeling that is very, very uncomfortable? Or are you going to decide and choose something different? Because you can. And you don't usually go from stressed, overwhelmed, fearful, whatever, to perfectly happy right away. You want to get yourself to like neutral, where the grounding, feeling your heart, feeling your body, feeling your breath, just being there in the moment. No analyzing, no judging, no thinking about the future, no to-do list, right? Just being present right there with yourself. That is how to kind of get to neutral. And then you can work up from there, okay? Then you can start saying maybe some gratitude statements. Then you can ask for support. Then you can say statements and affirmations to yourself, knowing that you are a spiritual being and you are. Everything is always working out. You may have to go through these hills and valleys in your life. We all do. But this too shall pass. There are ups and downs, and you will get through it. You are strong. You are powerful, right? You are strong and powerful. So I really want you guys to get this, that it is not something you have to sit in. And I also want you to think of the words you use, the thoughts you think, and the feelings you think every day. So for people who are usually caught in a stressed pattern, habit, it's like, I'm so busy. I got so much to do. Oh my God, I got to do this. And I never have any help. And life's just like this. And my parents have all this. And my kids never do anything. And my husband never does. You just repeat these words and these thoughts every single day. And they're the same. And they go round and round and round and round in your head. And then all this craziness that's going on outside. Now you got that and you're watching the news and you're trying to keep up. No, get rid of all of that. You don't have to be that way. So here's what I used to think of. What's happening to me right now is happening right now. I can choose to be angry, frustrated, stressed, depressed, anxious right now, or I can choose to be calm, peaceful, and centered or even happy and joyful, the situation isn't going to change. I don't need it to change right now, but I can change how I experience the situation. I can experience what's going on in a more calm way. I can. I can experience what is going on without panic, because everything always works out and it is fine and I am totally cared for and taken care of. I can experience this without so much anger and frustration. It feels weird to be different because you are so, I hope I didn't, you know what? I don't know what's going on with Facebook right now, but it's real. I really hate this. Okay. I don't even know where I am on Facebook right now, you guys. Sorry. Oh yeah, my phone just like died. Am I even on Facebook anymore? Okay, hopefully. Okay, God. Sorry, Facebook group, and I'm on YouTube. If you cannot view me on Facebook anymore, come on YouTube, my YouTube channel, Diana Marchand. I hope it's still working. It looks like it's back with my face. So I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but it's not going very good. So I do have YouTube and I'm on live. Good idea to do both of these at the same time, I guess. Okay, what else did I write? So really watch your thoughts. How do you think about this situation? What's your habit? What's your pattern? How do you move through this normally? You get to do it differently because that's what this is all about, right? This is about, okay, I used to be this way. This isn't feeling good. I'm not feeling good right now. I'm not feeling comfortable. I'm going through this. How can I do things differently? How can I be different? Because I do choose for things to be different, right? So that requires you to do different things, right? Be conscious, like every day, again, being conscious of how do I approach life? How do I think about this when it happens to me? All of those kinds of things, right? You are not helpless. You are not hopeless. You have so much power. We just haven't really been told we have the power, right? And so, yeah, here, I'm just going to... Here it is. It's in this group. Someone just can't see it. My thing. Let me just. Okay. And yes, you know, it's a hard time right now for a lot of people. And this is what I've been dealing with. And that's why I did this video about it too. When you have a lot of things going on, it just means things need to change. So you look at, what can I do? Can I ask for help? Can I hire help? Can I, and don't say there's no way someone's going to help me. I can't get help. It's impossible. My brother will never help me. My sister will never help me. That is you assuming. Stop it now, right? I choose to know that I'm fully supported and I can get help. I know it. What you focus on expands. So the more you tell yourself stories about your family not helping or not going to help, or your kid's not going to change, or your husband not going to change, or your sister not going to change, you're going to keep that situation exactly as it is. Okay? You're bigger than that. Okay? So you remember your breathing. You can look at EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. It's really powerful. There's tons of videos online. Do your breathing. Checking in with your body every single day, starting the day by connecting to yourself, connecting to your breath, setting positive intentions, saying your gratitude, right? When you're going through the day, notice how you're letting other people's energy affect you. Are you allowing it in and allowing it to change how you feel on the inside? There's ways of protecting your energy by imagining like a pink bubble, a gold bubble, or a white bubble around you, and setting the intention that you are protected and that people's negative energy comes in and bounces off you. Come here, Bailey. And that you are safe, right? There are ways to work around it, but it requires you to say, come here, Bailey. Yes, I get to do something different. I'm going to try something different. This is bothering me right now, so I get to do this. I'm going to find a way. I'm going to hire someone. I'm going, you know, women just don't ask for help, right? And that's the most important thing is you need extra help and support. And that's what I totally say to do. I believe I'm going to be doing a 21-day program about this topic right here because it is so powerful. Just every day guiding people through something and being in a group, holding accountable. Yes, we talk about healthy food too, because that is very important. And going through the thing of like changing the habits, patterns, behaviors, voices, beliefs, all of those things that we have developed that have led us to having these things happen in our life, to feeling this during the day. We often want to blame circumstances. And yes, circumstances are happening around that we react in a certain way that doesn't feel good, we don't like. But I know, because I have had to change things because of what's going on right now, that you can change how you react to it, how you feel, and your body's response to it without being so triggered and freaked out and fearful and worried and anxious. You can change that. It is totally possible. And when you're in a high stress response, for a lot of the time, you cannot lose weight. You will not lose weight, okay? Your body will not release weight. Also, your immune system is lowered at a time when you need your immune system right now. Your metabolism slows down. Your detoxins, your body can't tox as well. You are ending up with more inflammation in your body, more of a toxic body, gaining weight and can't lose weight. Your emotions are completely affected. And when you have high cortisol from consistent stress, you have low melatonin. Therefore, you can't sleep at night very well. And at night, when you sleep, that is when you recover, regenerate, everything, right? And too much stress consistently blunts hormone production. That keeps you in your symptoms and all of this stuff for longer and longer and longer. So you're caught in this vicious cycle. No wonder women are feeling like, oh my God, I can't get out of this. Nothing seems to work. I feel so horrible, because you got yourself stuck in this pattern, behavior, thoughts, consciousness, words, all of these things, which affect every chemical of your body and how your body, systems of your body actually function, your hormonal systems, which then keeps you in all the physical symptoms and emotional symptoms that you're actually trying to get out of, right? So it is such a loop at this phase of life. It's not impossible. It's just, receiving some guidance around how to handle this, right? What can I do? How can I handle this? Let's set up some practices that are every day, that don't take hours, that are simple to do, that you can do, and you begin to build them into your life in a way that works and feels really good. And that is possible. Also, setting up powerful, loving boundaries for the people around you, as well as energetic boundaries, so that you're not soaking up like a sponge all the emotions, the fear, the distress, all of that from everybody around you and from the collective energy, right? Because we tend to do that. And also, another thing is control. Are you trying to control everybody's behavior around you? Because that is also a huge cause of stress and anxiety in this midlife phase. And I have talked to so many women where that is a big part of it. That's a big part of it. They're actually trying to control, manipulate in a way like, oh, I wish they would do that. If only they would do that. Well, if only my husband would help in this way. Well, if only my kids would be like this, right? Expectations. I tell you, that puts so much stress on a person when you have expectations and they're not met. Then again, you're feeling alone, not supported, helpless, hopeless, stuck, and the cycle continues. Okay? So there's many things you can do, and that's the great news. This is not hopeless. It's just you haven't taken time yourself to put into some of these practices, and that is completely okay, and that is actually normal, because on our own, we don't usually see our stuff that we're going through, and we don't normally know how to begin to make the changes. And we certainly can't be consistent on our own usually, right? So that's why I do my programs, exactly for those reasons, to give you like a structure, pattern behaviors, action steps, whatever, accountability And support, right? Support and a group, right? Where women are going through this together. We're working through this together. We understand each other, because you don't often get that in your, especially in your home life, or even maybe in your work life or any type of life outside, right? You may be going through this and feel like you're going crazy. But you're like, no one understands what I'm going through. And so then you feel alone and you feel like, oh my God, I'm exhausted, right? When a woman tries to handle too many things and takes on the life of not only herself, but responsibilities, and has a lot of expectations for those in her life, that creates exhaustion, because you are trying to, your energy, you person, which is depleted because you don't fill up your own cup. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to expand your energy so much to handle everybody else's stuff. No wonder you're exhausted. Imagine if you let that go, let everybody go, let them go. And that doesn't mean you don't go see your aging parents. That does not mean that. You let certain things go. You focus on you, focus on filling up your cup, working on you as an inner being, you stop focusing on what's not working. You will be surprised and amazed at how things change in your life. Other people will even change because they are feeling your energy. If they feel you are expecting things of them and nagging them and not liking what they're doing and not happy with them, so it's like a magnet, they will pull away and they will not do things. When you release the energy, right? When you release and you let go, they don't feel the pressure. They see you happier, taking care of yourself, feeling better. The energy of you becomes nicer, better, greater. They can relax. And they truly, truly, truly eventually start taking care of themselves. Because most of them are adults. I'm not talking about anybody who has a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old. Right? Most women in this group have older kids. Of course, you need to take care of your younger kids. But these older adults, stop trying to manage their lives. Stop trying to expect people to be and do and act the way you want them to. Okay? Let that go for a while and see what's happened and focus on you. So that's some of the biggest things. And I know it may be shocking thinking, well, this isn't really, how's this going to get rid of my anxiety and stress? I can tell you right now, because of the clients that I've worked with, huge, huge. Now, there are still times when I feel anxious. There are still times when I feel full of fear. There are times when I get angry and frustrated. Of course there are. But that is the human life. We're not going to be happy all the time. So feelings and emotions come, and that's another thing to understand. This too shall pass. What you are feeling in the moment feels like the whole world is falling apart. Going through perimenopause, you are like a teenager again. It's like you're going through adolescence. Your energy and your emotions are just crazy. So understand too that, oh yeah, this is just a bit of the craziness. It's not real. It just feels real and it feels bigger than life for me right now, but it's not, right? It just feels worse when we say, I have no control over it. So you always do. You always have control over you. Whether that is just taking the 10 deep breaths, sinking into your body, feeling more peace within, grounding yourself, saying that you are safe, you're always protected, you are safe in this moment, have this moment just to breathe, just to relax, be fully present. Get out of here, get into your heart, get into your body. Okay. Let me see what else I had for notes, because I certainly haven't really looked at them. News, TV, computers, phone. Don't take your phone to bed with you. My headaches greatly decreased when I stopped bringing my phone into bed. So I put my phone on airplane mode. It's in a completely different room. I don't have my computer near to me. Very bad for sleeping. Disrupts your circadian rhythms. If you aren't sleeping well at all, remember that high cortisol equals low melatonin. So consistent stress, you're going to have high cortisol, probably going to have low melatonin. Start taking melatonin, start doing some nighttime rituals, which could be taking 5-10 minutes in the evening, even just that, to just sit, relax. Oh, where's my little lamp? My salt lamp. I also have a salt candle, sitting with that in the room, lights out, just doing some nice stretching, because releasing the tension within your body is really a good thing to do. No, he's such a baby. Got his hair cut today. I know yesterday, so his hair's short. Releasing the tension within your body, moving your body, stretching, breathing as you stretch, exhale as you stretch into the stretch. Things like that, okay? Shaking your body, listening to some good calm music, some guided meditations, whatever it takes. You are in control of this. It is time for you to step up and start taking responsibility for your health and wellness. Absolutely 100%. Okay? I know I have felt stuck. I have felt like I just wanted to die and I didn't want to even live on this crazy earth anymore. I've been there. I felt like there's nothing I can do. I felt like things are hopeless. I felt like things were not going to get better. But that doesn't last. Only if you allow it to last. Okay, food is addictive, and so are emotions. Snacking at night. Oh my God, I forgot to talk about that. Okay, snacking at night, and it is a kind of the same thing. You are just choosing to stay in that habit and pattern. You might be bored. You might feel like you have no time for yourself. You have no pleasure or joy in your life. You're not allowed to have pleasure or joy in your life. You don't give yourself time. So it's like, what are you denying yourself? So if you snack at night, if you eat at night, it's so much about what have you been denying yourself? What have you been not letting yourself experience? What have you been saying no? I mean, you feel like probably you say no to yourself all the time. And you're like, I always say no to myself. I want something, a treat. If you don't treat yourself in any way in life, you're gonna snack. You're gonna end up with the alcohol or the chocolate or the crap, because that is a way of that feel good, those hormones that, yes, this is just for me. This is something just for me, right? So if you're snacking and you realize, I'm just bored, it is not too late to learn something new. YouTube is an amazing resource. Get off Netflix and binging on Facebook and start looking at Gaia, like G-A-I or I-A, I think it is. That lots of spiritual movies, lots of really cool things to learn about. Color, do a coloring book, take up pottery. I have some clay that I bought and I'm doing some clay stuff at home now. Jewelry making, what type of craft can you do? Knitting, crocheting, something with your hands, something to get absorbed into, something that you enjoy, okay? Because if you say you're bored at night, I tell you, I'm never bored. I have so many things that I could do. I would never be bored because I have multi-interests, right? Multi-interests, tons of things I'm interested in. And if you tend to go, there's nothing that really interests me, I'm not really interested in anything, then that's a cop-out. And then again, you're choosing to stay bored because you're refusing to open up and to open up to possibilities of what can I do? What does bring me joy? You're not a type of person who there's nothing that brings joy. That is what you have made yourself to be if you really believe that, right? So you can change it. You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of how you feel, all of those things, right? So it's truly time to step up, take responsibility for you. All right. I have many ways to coach with you guys. And also so if you want one-on-one, please reach out. I have 1 session, 3 sessions, and then a 5-session package, all price ranges and payment plans if you want, but my one-on-ones, and like some of them are not very expensive. Also, I have a webinar coming up that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to let you guys know about. That's coming out soon. I'm just finishing up the page. I think it's going to be Monday night. I'm actually going to do a webinar, which is totally different than just a live video. I have a slide presentation and it's all that. And it's giving you a lot of really good information. If you're not on Facebook, my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives, come and join us there. Over 3,000 women. Over 40. And then also make sure to join my YouTube and subscribe. Hit the bell notification for the new videos that I do. And that's Diana Marchand. Because I'm live on Facebook at the same time, you guys. I'm Facebook and I'm on YouTube at the same time right now. I know I don't do Instagram. One day I'll understand it. Maybe. Okay. Anybody have any questions or comments, or how you guys doing? I actually haven't looked at the Facebook comments. Anybody have any aha moments, or what's going on with you guys? How are you feeling right now? Oops, here we go. Did I have some comments? Yes, good, Catherine. Absolutely. Oh my God, journaling. Yes. I have a journaling course. I might put that on sale for like Christmas or around this, you know, the Black Friday. I'm Canadian, but I might still do it a Black Friday thing. I don't know. I'm not even ready for that yet, but I journal in the way I want my life to be. So it's scripting. It's also like a scripting, writing out the way I desire my life to be. Like, I'm so happy and grateful that I love the fact that I get to, and I choose statements, right? I choose to know that I'm powerful and that I can create anything in my life. I choose to know that I choose to feed and fuel my body with healthy, amazing foods because I want to live this way, right? So you get to decide, like, do you choose a healthy, happy life? Are you choosing to look a certain way? And also with the weight loss, like, I had a woman email me and she's like, I only lost 4 pounds. I'm like, you lost 4 pounds in midlife? That's amazing. That's so good. When most women are gaining, cannot lose a pound. Yes, it is a longer road to losing weight in midlife. But that's also because you've got your hormones, you've got your stress, you've got your overwhelm, you've got your anxious, you've got your fatigue, you've got not sleeping well, right? All of that. Your hormone, if you're high in stress, you blunt your hormone production. So then your body can't produce the right hormones to actually balance your body, right? So it's all about learning how to manage all those things. And that's what we do in my program. And you know what? Oh my God, it's not that hard because, I did it again. I hit the wrong thing. I'm going to have to get off Facebook. Enough. That's enough, Billy. Okay. I lost the Facebook thing again. Oh, I'm still on. Hopefully. Okay, this has been amazing. Any comments on Facebook? How are you? I mean, on YouTube, how are you guys doing? My Facebook is stuck on that. Won't even come off. Oh, man. Yada, yada. So weird. Okay. So for all of those who are watching the replay, I want you to comment below. Let me know that you've watched the replay. Oh, shoot. I got this face in the ceiling. That's just fantastic. Sorry about that, Facebook. I want you to let me know that you have watched the, for sure that you've watched the video. Let me know if you have any questions, if you have any comments, anything that you want to add, how you're dealing with things, all of that. Let me know. So thank God. Oh, well, here we go. And if there are people interested and they want to learn practices, techniques, have accountability, work through the process of decreasing the stress, the anxiety, the overwhelm, and all that to bring your body back into better balance, that is going to be my next program. But I will do it if people are going to join, but I'm not going to do it if we don't have interest, right? So if that's, I mean, I think it's completely bad. It is so important. There's nothing, I mean, it's just everything. It's your life, right? It's how you live your life. This is how important this stuff is. Yeah, that's great. 10-day juice fast is excellent. Good for you. You'll probably notice some emotional stuff coming up, but because it will also help. And you might get some detox symptoms. So know what detox symptoms are too for the juice fast. Yeah, I did juice fast. Perfect. There's so fasting and juicing and smoothies and all that, the best things you can do for your body in midlife. getting rid of the sugar, getting rid of the junk food, getting rid of the deep, for all of that for a while, and resetting. No conventional meat because of the hormones in it. Things like that really do help to reset your hormones and bring your body back into balance pretty fast. It's one of the better things you can do. So good for you. Good for you. All right. Okay, let me check over on Facebook. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine. And if anybody else has any things they want to add about, because I know some people talked about eating at night and, snacking at night and all that. If you still have some comments, if you're just like, well, I still do that, I don't understand, post it below, because I can also walk you through some of it too. And I have a free training. I have not a free training. I have a healthy snack recipe book too. That's only $11.11. And that comes with a free training on how to stop the snacking and all that at night. It's on my website, DianaMarchand.com. All right. Have an amazing evening. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. And if you're watching the replay, make sure to say hello. And thank you for joining me on Facebook. Have an absolutely amazing night. Bye-bye. Oh, now I probably can't get off Facebook. Sorry. Okay. Facebook's acting. My phone is stalled. So, finish. Okay. I don't even know what's going on with my phone, guys. I'm not sure how to get off, actually. I'm not sure. Now, I've never ran into this before, not being able to get off Facebook. Okay. Facebook's active. Maybe I'm off. Okay. I hope so. Oh boy, crazy. Okay, good night.